Foggy on the mountain this morning. Look at that. Really warmed up overnight. Snow is melting. The road is all ice though. Look at that. All the packed down snow is turned to ice. Yep. The Jeep is making it up here though. Took the chains off it the other day. I can go to the dump with it that way. Well, I'm really anxious to get over to the other lot and start stumping. The ground's got to thaw out and dry out before I do that, because otherwise it's a muddy mess and I don't want that. But it's coming, man. It's coming. Supposed to get in the 60s today. Spring is in the air. Finally. Just doing a little house maintenance today. Gonna blow out the water line. When I ran that line from the tank upstairs, gravity fed down to the sink here, I was putting in 1/2-inch pipe. My gut was telling me, just wait, put in 3/4 or bigger. But I didn't have any larger pipe. I had what I had. I wanted to get the job done. I got the job done. It works. It's way better than what we used to have here, but the fine little silt that goes through the screen collects down here sometimes. The water pressure goes down next to nothing. So I got to blow it out. So that's what I'm going to do. When I dropped down with the copper, I wanted to use some old tarnished copper like I have here. And all I had was 1/2 inch at the time. So that's what I ran. So I've been kicking myself ever since. I'm going to go ahead and run some air through it.
Yep.
The tank holds about 20 gallons, so I'm going to fill it back up and see how the pressure is downstairs, but I'm certain we're right back as good as new. Am I keeping you up with all the noise? Huh? Huh? Am I keeping you up, Frankie? Doesn't look it. I can't say you was much help with this project. Oh, that's good pressure.
Much better. Yep.
That's good. Awesome.
Perfect.
Mission accomplished. All my life, right up until we ran this line, all we had for water for washing your hands and dishes is 2 dish pans. One for washing, one's for rinsing. It worked. But, you know, when you're rinsing your dishes and rinsing your hands, you want clean water, you know? And this isn't modern technology that we did here. We just put a tank upstairs, gravity feed to the sink. Could have been done years ago. It never was. We did it. Works out fantastic. We've got running water at the sink. It's not battery powered. I don't have to run the generator to have water. I don't have to eat battery power. I don't have to pump anything up. Just gravity. Takes me a couple of seconds to get the buckets upstairs, dump them in the tank, and then we're good to go. The only fault in the system is that I didn't use a bigger line, which I knew at the time. But nonetheless, we're back in business. We got good water pressure. I'll blow the line out again in another 4 months or so. Mission accomplished. Well, folks, the snow is starting to disappear here. Back over here on the lot where the garage is going to go. We had everything burned down nice. getting quite an opening cleared up now. I still have that tree there. That one's a widowmaker. It's hollow on the inside. The wood's all punky because it's riddled with those fungus. It's split right down the middle there. Okay. We got a broken dead hanger there. 2 of them, actually. There's not going to be much strength to the wood as I cut a notch in a hinge because of that fungus. It makes the wood all punky. So before I cut that, I want to make sure this is all cleared up. There's no snow on the ground. Because if this tree starts blowing apart as I'm cutting it, I need to get the hell out of the way. And there's too much stuff to tangle me up. You can see how deep the snow was when I was cutting these, huh? It's come down a lot. Yeah. Gonna leave that nugget there and leave that little spruce there, I think. So there's a lot of work to do, but I've been enjoying it, just picking away a little at a time. And we get all the brush stacked up and then we burn it, and we've stayed ahead of it. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of light duty stuff today and just putz around. That's it. So what a difference a day makes, folks. We had a nice sunny day in the 60s, and we lost a bunch of snow. We did. Yeah, I want to show you what we got going on. So now that the snow is gone, there's just a little patch over there and a little bit by the Jeep. We've been in here cleaning up the forest floor. Because when I look out the window, I don't like seeing all the fallen trees and all the garbage. So we're getting that cleaned up. We dragged the long pieces away into the woods and stack it up. I got a brush pile back there, and then all the small stuff I'm just putting here. And when we get some rain, I'll just have a small fire right here and burn it up. This is where I'm going to have a little parking area here for the vehicles. Fill all of that up with some crushed gravel. Those are the ceiling joists for the screen porch. You saw me harvest those last summer. Check out these pallets, man. A friend of mine gave me these pallets. Look at the 4x4 undercarriage on these things. I haven't measured them, but they look about 5x7. And I want to put one of them right over here and make a chicken coop out of it. Well, you can see how we got that cleaned up. Well, it used to look just like this. Crappy trees and brush and junk. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm getting this all cleaned up. Getting all the firewood collected, hauled off. Oh, there's Frankie's bouncy ball. Blew away. Have to come and get it. Yep. You can't beat these old Hondas, huh? What a rig. They don't make them like that anymore, I'll tell you. That thing is awesome. Awesome. Now, recently, a lot of people have been asking what the little building is in the backyard. Well, this is the outhouse. Remember, it used to be just covered with tar paper. It was really ugly. And when I cut this tree down, remember, it was leaning on the outhouse, and it spun just in time and fell away. Yeah, so that's the building. I did a little facelift to it last summer, and it came out pretty nice. When I'm up there in my office, looking down on the backyard, that is much nicer to look at than before. Yeah, so we're making headway at both parcels. Just taking it a little at a time and enjoying the process. And then coming up soon, I'll show you. Last summer, you saw where I put the piers in. So they're in the ground. And then I'm going to put the screen porch. It's going to be from about there to about there. 12 by 12, going to come out. Then I can get the siding done. And get the outside of this camp finished up once and for all. Yeah. People are always asking me, why do I work so hard? They tell me I should take it easy, get some rest, stuff like that. But this really isn't work to me. It's fun. I mean, yeah, I'm exhausted at the end of the day, but it's a good kind of tired. you know. I've always been like this. Give me a chainsaw, I'll just do it with a smile all day long. Getting a lot done on the 10 acres, getting a lot done here. There's a lot of pride doing this stuff. Get a picture in my mind, a dream or a goal, then work really hard to make it materialize. You can't be beat. When we moved up here, we wanted to have gardens, open up the yard, get some solar power, stuff like that. We were a long way off from that, but now we're closing the gap. I got these 3 big pines to take down. Yeah, they're a little bit scary. They are. But get these down, and then some more clean up. When the ground dries out, I'm going to get an excavator here, and I'm going to get it stumped, and I'm going to stump over on the other lot. We got stuff going on. I love it. I absolutely love it. There's a moose outside, right out there. There's a moose checking out our handiwork. The best kind of neighbors to have.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go. There's a pokey way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss.